Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And today I'm gonna be letting you know about the new fragrance from Lancome. And the fragrance is called Lancome La Vie est Belle, and this is l'Elixir version. And I do have my little teeny tiny sample bottle here, and this fragrance is currently on my hand. And usually when I'm reviewing the fragrance, I only spray once, and in one place, but this time I have sprayed in two different places, here and here, and we gonna be comparing the two. Here I have sprayed a couple of hours ago, maybe 2.5 hours ago, and here I have sprayed around like 10 minutes ago. It is crucial for this review. So let's start. Let's start with the bottle. The bottle is absolutely stunning, but all the bottles of this collection are stunning, apart from the part where this kind of lower portion of the bottle is very thick. It's like it's very big, and as you can see, like this one is the older, this one is L'Eclat, Eau de Toilette L'Eclat, and this bottle is a bit like an oval shaped here, and it's very heavy, even though this is like, what is it, 30 or 35, I don't remember. Anyway, this is quite heavy because of this excessive glass in here. So what they have done in the new version, it doesn't have as much glass, and the glass is very linear and it's square. It doesn't have this kind of oval shape, so I do prefer the newest bottle better. So again, about the bottle is stunning. The liquid is the thing that concerns me a little bit, because it has a stunning reddish color. Beautiful, really beautiful. I love this kind of shades. I do love it. But my concern is, you see how it has this kind of reddish tint to it. So my question is, what will happen to this fragrance, let's say after a year, or how this fragrance, how this juice is gonna, it's gonna evolve in time. Because when it comes to these colored fragrances, I have always an issue with them staining the clothes, and I really don't want to be extra careful with my fragrances, because I do make a lot of sprays, and I spray all over. I spray all over my hair, my clothes, my whatever. It can actually even, I can actually even drop a couple of drops on my furniture, and I don't really want to worry about this. But with this colored liquid, I am a bit concerned. So just keep that in mind, that the liquid, the juice, isn't transparent. But the bow is beautiful. It's dark. It's like it's black with kind of golden inserts. So the bottle, the presentation is wonderful. Let's talk about the notes of the fragrance. So as the notes, we have raspberry, liquor, Calabrian bergamot, violet leaf, rose, leather, cacao butter, and cedar wood. Yummy, really, really yummy. So usually these La Vie est Belle fragrances are like rose forward. They do have rose. Not all of them do have rose, but the majority of them. Luckily for me, in this composition, I did not detect any booziness, so no liquor for me, no leather for me. And I was concerned, like, oh my gosh, leather, I don't like leather. Liquor, I don't like boozy fragrances. Rose, I prefer roses that undetectable. So in this fragrance, I am happy to report, or maybe for you it's gonna be unfortunate, I have no idea, that I do not feel any liquor, I do not feel any leather, I do not feel any rose, which is fantastic. But what I do feel, and it was like a deja vu moment when I just sprayed it for the first time, and I was like, oh my gosh, it can't be real, and I had to respray it on another part of my hand where I didn't spray anything before, because I thought that maybe what I'm smelling is not the fragrance that I just sprayed, but it's the fragrance that I had before plus the one that I'm spraying, and then the combination of two. But no. So this is the big hint here for you. So if you were in love once with Insolence by Guerlain, and you are really looking forward to buying this fragrance, well, it is still in production, so you can obviously buy it from Guerlain, but this one is very reminiscent, well, not the fragrance, but this kind of powdery part, this violet leaf part is very similar to Guerlain. It is extremely similar, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? What is this? Obviously, it's not like Guerlain. I mean, it's just this violet leaf powdery part is similar, but we also have quite a strong, quite almost syrupy, very sweet note of raspberry. And I don't know if raspberry now is a thing, but I keep seeing the fragrances that are coming out now, and the majority of them have raspberry in them. So maybe raspberry is the next big thing. I have no idea. But anyway, we have quite a strong raspberry note, very potent, very intense. So for me, this fragrance, if I'm just reading out the notes again, raspberry, yeah, I do have it. Liquor, I don't. Calabrian, bergamot, I don't have it. Violet leaf, oh yes, plenty of it. Rose, fortunately I don't. Leather, fortunately I don't. Cacao butter and cedarwood. Cedarwood, I can't really say that I detected, but the fragrance is getting warmer towards like maybe half an hour after the first application. And also I can detect this kind of, well, it says that it's cacao butter, so it's, yeah, it's a cacao. I definitely can feel it, like almost the powdery, like cacao powder. So I do feel this one. So it's not a chocolatey note, not like a chocolatey patchouli, it's a cacao note. So primarily I can feel these three notes: the raspberry, violet leaf, and cacao. Very warm one. So I think it's cedar. So and it's good. It is good. It's a bit artificial. The raspberry part is a bit artificial, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. In fact, this fragrance is so strong. It's so potent on skin from one spray that I was like, oh my gosh, I like it. On paper, I kid you not, on paper, the smell is still on paper, on my blotter, uh, 4 days after I have sprayed twice. So good, very good. I love it. But couple of hours pass and we don't have the raspberry, we don't have chocolate, we just have powdery note, and that's it. On my skin only. I don't know how it's gonna evolve on your skin, but on my skin, just 2 hours into wearing, and this fragrance becomes boring. Boring fragrance. Like it's a bit sweet. You can still detect a little bit of this raspberry, sweet raspberry plus powder. I mean, it becomes something, it kind of, it essentially it stays the same. It's just that this initial blast, very bright and very sweet, and then the cacao note, it is like it's vanishing. So you're just left with this sweet powder, which I'm not a fan of. Definitely not a fan of. I do love the opening though. The opening is beautiful. The opening is really, it's really one of the things that I love, because it's such a sweet, such a potent blast, and I was expecting this fragrance to be the same throughout the whole wear. I didn't really care that I cannot detect the rose, the boozy note. What else? I couldn't detect the Calabrian bergamot that I love so much. I didn't really care, because the opening, even though it's kind of artificial, you can smell this like artificial, like it almost comes across as a food flavor thing. But I don't really mind, because it's nice, it's fun. And then all you're left with is a powder, at least on my skin. And I'm sorry, but for the powder, for just a kind of a boring powder, if I really need a powder, I would go for one of those fragrances that are very beautiful, and they leave a trail, a very beautiful trail, and they are interesting up until the end. And this one, it started nicely, it started with the blast, but then it's like it fell flat for me. It fell flat, unfortunately. Yeah, so these are my thoughts about this fragrance. Please let me know what you think about this fragrance. Have you tried it? Have you not tried it? I mean, for me, it's gonna be a bit of a waste to buy this fragrance, just because I enjoyed it so much in the beginning, because all you're left with is like middle notes and the base notes, and they are not interesting for me, because this artificial raspberry is what got my attention in the first place. Yeah, so let me know what you think about this fragrance. Have you got it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know. And in the meantime, I wish you a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. I don't even know when this video will go up, so I'm not saying that I will see you on Wednesday, because I might put this video on Wednesday, so then I will see you on Sunday. I don't know. I have no idea. I wish you a beautiful day. Bye.